because it's rumored that Resident Evil 8 will come out next year in 2021, and it's apparently right now dubbed Resident Evil 8 Village. Apparently the rumors of 8 are like a snowy village, and apparently Ethan from Resident Evil 7 is going to come back. Chris Redfield in some degree, I don't know. Well, I guess this has been a long time coming, huh? Well, hey guys, sorry it's been a little bit, but I'm back. It's been about a month since the Final Fantasy VIII episode, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about, the PS5 event. They reveal the Resident Evil 8 Village, or just Resident Evil Village. If you want to get technical, that's what Capcom is calling it anyway. So, I didn't expect it to be announced this early, to be honest. Like, I was expecting it would have been announced next year, maybe in just anywhere but this moment. Like, I was more expecting a Silent Hill announcement at some point, because it's been 8 years. Konami, it's been 8 years. You've been sitting on these IPs for so long. Anyway, I guess we're here to talk about Resident Evil 8 Village and all of the interesting stuff that's in the trailer. I can't show the trailer because I don't really have a way of doing that right now. So here's some Resident Evil 1 footage, or at least the remake. So I don't really. I'm very positive on this trailer. All of the leaks were correct. First off. The snowy village, the witches, the werewolves, Chris Redfield returning, and Ethan returning, along with his wife, Mia. So all of that was true, which is never... that's a very rare occurrence, to be honest. Like, damn. But when I first saw the trailer I was watching the PS5 event live, and I was like, okay, this sounds like all those leaks from Resident Evil 8. But then I was like, oh shit, it's actually Resident Evil 8. So now we know why Resident Evil 4 is being remade next instead of like Code Veronica. Because like I said in the Resident Evil 4 remake video, I did say they'll probably use the assets for Resident Evil 4 remake from Resident Evil 8 Village. So mostly we see like a bunch of like rundown buildings in the village, a giant castle looming over it. A lot of this looks like some Dark Souls shit. I actually kind of like it. It's a nice aesthetic, and this game is the closest to being Resident Evil 4 since that game came out. But I'm just surprised at the amount of people that say this isn't Resident Evil. Where, to be perfectly honest, Resident Evil 4 is considered the best game in the series, even though it's not really considered a Resident Evil game. I mean, it is technically a Resident Evil game. It's a mainline installment, but I just don't understand. It's like people forgot that Resident Evil 4 happened, and this game seems to take a lot of pages from Resident Evil 4's book. So I'm kind of confused in that part. Like, it's really weird. And I just don't understand where the fan base is on this. Some people are very positive, like I am with it. I like to see change in the Resident Evil formula. I don't want to stick with zombies for forever. Like, that's kind of the main reason why Resident Evil almost completely died in like the mid-2000s. Before Resident Evil 4 came out, it was getting very close to be canceled by Capcom, because it just wasn't really as interesting, because they just kept treading the same ground for over the past few games. Like, Resident Evil Trilogy was all about the zombies, the T-Virus umbrella. Same with Code Veronica, the remake and Zero. While good after in their own right, they were criticized at the time by reviewers in 2002. So they really needed to change for Resident Evil 4, so that's why they did it. So it's kind of the same point here, even though Resident Evil isn't really dying. It's just, I guess they just want to try something new. And ever since Resident Evil 7, I feel like they're going for a theme with these past two Resident Evil games, Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 7 was more on the horror, like, of Evil Dead style, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This one's more about, like, it has a folklore aesthetic to it, which I really like. It's got vampires, werewolves, all the stuff that I've just stated. There's a lot of different things in the trailer that just we won't really know about. We will get some information at the end of summer, around August, and for now it's slated for a 2021 release. But it's tentative, so that means that it's not fixed, and it's subject to change. And this is actually, to be honest, this is the first time in a while that a Resident Evil game, they announced the trailer, but they didn't show the exact release date for it. Because if you look back, Resident Evil 7 showed the exact release date, January 24th, 2017. Resident Evil 2 Remake showed the release date, January 25th, I think, 2019. And Resident Evil 3 Remake also showed it. So this is... And I honestly think, because it's so far away, and I guess the reason why it's tentative at this point is because they want to get used to the new hardware of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, because let's not forget, this was a PlayStation 5 event. We know what the design looks like and everything, and it looks really good. We still don't know the price, which is kind of unfortunate. But, they just kind of want to get used to this console and push the RE engine to greater heights. Ever since, because they've been using it ever since Resident Evil 7. They've used it in RE7, RE2, RE3, Devil May Cry 5, all of that. And hopefully they'll use it for other IPs as well. But as of now, they haven't, opened up the RE engine or anything else. I don't think they will use the RE engine for Street Fighter, 6. It just, I don't know. Street Fighter has that kind of... cartoony aesthetic to it, which I don't think could be applied with the RE engine, but who knows? They could wow us whenever Street Fighter 6 comes out. But anyways, the game looks really good, to be honest. The generation hop really did wonders for it. Obviously, it's not final. It's like coming out in a year, roughly. But that's pretty much my thoughts. The fan base is pretty divided after this trailer, but eventually I'm sure people will, warm up to it and accept it for what it is. They want to do something different, and I can appreciate that. So anyways, that's just a little short video on my discussion for Resident Evil 8. I decided I just wanted to, put something out there for now. That's basically what I have to say about Resident Evil 8. I'm pretty excited for it, and maybe Resident Evil 4 when it comes out in 2022. That still hasn't been disproven by Capcom, so it's, to be honest, probably true. So, see ya.